These things happen incrementally. They're gradual. Are we complicit? Yes, we are. Are we revolutionaries? How do you do it once you're here?
There are no Mr. Smiths in Washington. Mr. Smith has been bought. Just a bunch of deal makers. No visionaries. No one really concerned with the disenfranchised. Just a secret state business liaisons out of control. So out of control that they're willing to send American soldiers to war to protect their prurient business interests.
Walls may come down, but what is let in? Godless men, godless men. They'll take the jobs of the decent ones and wait for the day that their leaders will make you their slaves. This world turns its back on God. We must fight to protect him. This world turns its back on God. We must die to join him. The desert teems with dangerous schemes. Godless men, godless men. They take the innocent and stroke their face and wait for the day that their oil will make you their slaves. This world turns its back on God. We must fight to protect him. This world turns its back on God. We must die to join him. Meet fury with fury, belief with belief. God against the devil, an eternal fight. March on, brave young men. Our prayers go with you to the Holy Land. This world turns its back on God. We must fight to protect him. This world turns its back on God. We must die to join him. This world turns its back on God. We must fight to protect him. This world turns its back on God. We must kill to join him.
No poll will tell you the truth. Corporations and the big businesses that own the networks, major newspapers, they won't tell you the truth. It's not in their interest to tell you the truth. It's too dangerous to them. If you want the truth in this country, you have to seek it out. You must be vigilant, unrelenting, uncompromising. I will get Bob Roberts. I don't need a gun to do it.
Roger, Calvin! He's dead! He's dead! They got him!
Who's dead?
Bugs Raplin, he's dead!
A day of triumph in the mind. We are marching for the honor of the silent, nameless one, working hard for brighter days, days of profit.
Journalists
journalist John Ali Shah Raplin was shot at 6:30 this evening at close range by a man describing himself as a member of the Arm of Justice, a radical right-wing group dedicated to undoing injustices in the criminal system. Outside the 3rd Precinct in downtown Philadelphia, the as-yet unidentified radical yelled at reporters and police, saying that he is one of many throughout this country and that his action is the beginning of a new era for justice in the United States. Mr. Raplin died at 8:30 this evening after a prolonged attempt to revive him failed. Raplin, who suffered from cerebral palsy, was released last month from police custody and cleared of any connection to the attack on Senator Bob Roberts. Raplin is a self-professed radical and leaves no surviving family. A United Nations delegation led by Secretary General Javier Perez de Cuellar left Baghdad tonight after a last-minute attempt at diplomacy with Iraq. The Iraqis have steadfastly refused to withdraw from Kuwait as the UN-mandated deadline approaches tonight at 12 midnight. President Bush said yesterday that every attempt at diplomacy has been exhausted and that the job of repelling the aggressor has reached a crucial stage. On Capitol Hill today, the Senate voted overwhelmingly to support the president if force becomes necessary. 2 weeks ago, 48% of Congress had been opposed to force the Persian Gulf. Democratic Majority Leader George Mitchell said today that since war appears imminent, it is important that we stand behind the president. An overnight poll released this morning shows that the American public have shifted their opinion and are now supporting the use of force in the Persian Gulf. 2 weeks ago, 58% of the American public opposed intervention. Tonight, on the eve of war, only 40% oppose the use of force, the poll says.